Hey YouTube, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to show you how to just change the shifter linkage bushings on a manual A3. It's pretty much the same for any manual car, any VAG car, but basically we're going to be changing these on the end of the shifter cables. So check which ones your car needs. This is the one for my car on the top, which if you can see under here, this one up here is a wider one, and the one behind it is actually has a smaller hole in it. They are different. I've also bought a new arm with bushings as well, and I'm going to see if I need that. But this one does come with one inside as well, so we'll see which one we use. Definitely use this one though. But yeah, it's really easy and quite simple to do. With the clip removed from the top, with that clip removed from there, this just pops up like that. And if we get the cable out, so the reason why we'd be changing it is because if you see here, that's the amount of slack just in the bush. And to remove it, we're going to pull this bit forward, twist it and pull it forward, and slide it off the end of the cable. So here's the old one. Basically what you do, you just pull this back all the way, and then you're able to slide it off the end of the cable and slot it back on. This is the old one. As you can see, it is absolutely gone. And so yeah, this should really improve the shifting. This is the new one, it's the old one, and basically you can lock it by pushing it up and then twisting it. But as you can see, obviously the new one is a lot easier to compress, and it comes pre-compressed, and then we just slot it on. Make sure we don't lose any of the bushes on, sorry it's my hair, on the end of the cable, which you can see just there in there. And yeah, I'm going to put a bit of lithium grease on the end of there for lubrication, and just on the springs to stop it seizing up. There we go, all installed. It's literally a case of releasing this, putting it on the cable, just releasing it when the cable is in the slot on the pivot point in the right position, and just releasing this so it's at the correct length. And it just locks itself on and you're done. Last thing is just stick the clip back on the top. The one on the top here is just an interference fit, and it's literally a case of just slipping something against here and sliding against and just twisting it to pry it off and pushing the tab down. And almost there. There we go, it went off. And as you can see, there's a lot of slack in that, so we're going to be changing that as well. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be swapping this, but also swapping the rest of the arm, which is here. And to release it, basically it sits like this on the engine, as you can see, back there. And there's a clip, which is actually this white clip here. This is the new one. It just needs popping up, and take this one off on the existing car. Pop this up, and it should slide out left ways. After a bit of fiddling, the old one is out. I take off the other gear cable. I just need to transfer over this bushing onto the new one, because there's two options for bushings, which is it. As you can see, this is a little bit worn out. I'm going to grease up the new one with some lithium grease and install it. So we've now got the old cable removed, the old shifter bush from both removed. We've got the new shifter arm installed, the new bush installed, clips in on the other side, and literally just slots in, wiggles them out, Time to get the new bushing on here, which is here. I'm going to grease this up again so it doesn't seize up, and then we're going to stick it on the cable and we're going to be done. And that is us all finished with all the cables installed, the new shifter mechanism and the cables set properly. To set the cables, because you have to take both on at the same time, put them on but don't release the clips, put the gear stick in neutral, set the reverse one, which is the top one, so that this can go all the way down and then also come all the way up and come up naturally, so it releases like that, so it sits far back, and then set the side one by also putting it into the middle of the gear stick area. So I've then gone and tested each gear and I can reach each gear. When I had it set wrong, I couldn't get to second for some reason, but yeah, so like now reverse and then first, etc. It shifts perfectly, everything's greased up, and that's a job well done. I'm gonna go for a road test and then call it a day.